So let's go to proportion. So a proportion is an equation stating two ratios are equal. Example, A over V is equal to C over D. So or E is to D or equal C is to D. So there are three types of proportion. Number one is direct proportion. So a direct proportion, when one quantity increases, the other quantity also increases. So example, this is if someone can drive, so if someone can drive 174 kilometers in 3 hours, so how far can he go in 5 hours? So if it is increases, then other also increases. So example, 174 kilometers in 3 hours. So therefore, if it is in 5 hours, so possible it is a higher value. So how we can solve that? So by using the formula, 174 kilometers is to 3 hours, so equals in means the so in is to 5 hours. The formula in the equation is you have to multiply the means and the extremes. So the means are 3 hours and n, so 3 times n, and extremes is the outside terms, then means are inside terms. So 3 times n, that is equals to 3. 174 times 5, that is equals to 870. So therefore 174 kilometers in 3 hours. So in 5 hours he can drive 290 kilometers per hour. So 174 to 290, so it increases. So that is the direct proportion. So next is the inverse proportion. So what is inverse proportion? So when one quantity increases, so the other decreases. This is applicable in food and water consumption in work. So the inverse proportion is applicable in food and water consumption in work. So example, if 4 men can finish a job in 6 hours, so how many hours will it take 12 then to finish the same job? So according to the meaning that if one increases, the other decreases. So if 4 men can finish a job in 6 hours, so if how many hours will it take 12 men? So if more manpower, so it will lesser the hour it could finish. So it could finish smaller than 12 men, no? So like the formula is you cannot multiply the means and extremes, but you can multiply the terms in each side of the equation, then equate. So example, 4 is to 6 for men, 12 is to 6 hours, then 12 is to n, so 12 times n, that is 12n, 6 times them, that is 24, then divide both sides by 12, so that is equivalent to 2 hours. So then meaning to say that 4 men can finish the job in 6 hours, therefore it will take 2 hours together with 12 men. So more men, more manpower, lesser the hours to work. So lesser the manpower, so bigger the time to work. So that is an inverse proportion. If other decreases, other increase, right? So that's it. So now there is partitive proportion. So last number 3 in the proportion. So partitive proportion. So one quantity is being partitioned into different proportions. So that is a partitive. Example, a wood 120 centimeter is cut in the ratio of 2 is to 3 is to 5. So find the measure of its part. So the question is, you have to combine 3 ratios. So 2 plus 2x plus 3x plus 5x, that is equivalent to 120x. So this is equivalent to 120. So then we have to combine 2 plus 3 is 5, then 5 plus 5, that is 10x. So divide both sides by, then 2x is equals to 12. So this is not yet the answer, but you can substitute the value of x when it is number in the ratio to get the measurement of its part. So 2x plus 2 times 12 is equals to 24. 3x 3 times 12 is equivalent to 36, and 5 times 12 is equals to 60. So therefore 2 is to 3 is to 5 is equivalent to 24 is to 36 and 30. That is a partitive proportion. Let's go to the average. So an average, so 3 standard average formula. So the standard formula for solving the average is sum of the terms and the total number of terms. That is how we can calculate average. So example, find the average time it takes Joey to travel from home to work. So find the average. So 15. So time it took Joey to travel in minutes is 15 minutes. 15 minutes, 22, 27, 14, 19, 19, 15, 16, 19, 18, 17, 20, 12, and 15. So by the formula, so we can get average sum of terms is you can add the terms, minutes. 15 plus 22 plus 27 plus 14, 19, so on and so forth. So divide by the number of terms. So how many terms? There are 14 terms, so we can divide it. So 246 over the 14, so divide, then so the answer is on average it takes 17.57 minutes for Joe to get to work. So that is the average. Let's go to another topic. So let's go to the linear equations. So constant. What is constant? Constant is a symbol that does not change its value. For example, 1, 4, 5, 25, and 5. What is constant? Variable. Symbol or letter used to represent one or more numbers. Example, x, y, z, e, b, and d0. So algebraic expression. Function of numerals, variables, operation symbols, and grouping symbols. Examples 2x, 4, 5, 0.35z by a. That is the algebraic expression. So find variable algebraic expression given the value of the variable. Substitute the value to the variable in the algebraic expression. Find the value of the algebraic expressions 3x plus 5. So when x equals 2, replace x with 2 and 3x plus 5, then 3x plus 5. Substitute 3 times 2, then plus 5. So this rated 3 times 2 is 6 plus 5 is equals to 11. So let's go to the writing mathematical expression. English term. So plus. So praise 4 plus x. English term more than. So more than 4 more than x. That is also plus. So increase by, that is also an addition. 4 increased by x in the algebraic expression 4 plus x. So sum, the sum of 4 and x, so 4 plus x as well. So addition 4 and x with added, so 4 plus x. In subtractions, there are English term minus, so praise 4 minus x is equal to 4 minus x algebraic expression less than x. To less than, for less than x, it is equivalent to x minus 4 subtracted from 4 subtracting from x, or less than x, so x minus 4, so 4 subtracted from x, that is x minus 4. So decrease by 4 decrease by x, 4 minus x reduced by 4 reduced by x. This 4 minus x difference, the difference of 4 and x is 4 minus x, so subtract 4 and x, so 4 minus x less 4 is x, 4 minus x, so divides by 4 divides by 4 times 4 minus x. So in translating problems using decreases less than subtracted from the first term mentioned, it's written after the subtraction sign, while the last term mentioned is written before the subtraction sign. So in multiplication, in this term, times brace is 4 times x, so algebraic expression is 4x. Product, so the product of 4 and x in algebraic expression is 4x as well. 2 of 4 of x, it is equivalent also in 4x. So let's choose the patient. So in this term divided by, so 4 divided by x, 4 divide x, 4 over x, quotient, so the quotient of 4 and x, and this equivalent of expression 4 over x. Then per 4 per x, that is equivalent to 4x. So equal, these are password will be equals results. So table consists of sample and translating English into algebraic expression or equation. So the number. So what is the algebraic expression of the number? Number any alphabet like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, so on and so forth. So this is the number. Then we see twice the number. So an algebraic expression that is 2x. Twice the number 2x. And for this 10 twice the number, so we can solve for an algebraic expression that is equivalent to 2x minus 4. Then another example is this for less than twice the number is 10. So algebraic expression that is equivalent to 2x minus 4 is equals 10 plus x. So for less than this number, exactly. 4 less than twice the number is 10. So that is 2x minus 4 is equals to 10. So to increase by the number, so there is 4 less than twice the number, so 2x minus 4. So 4 less than twice the number is 10, or that is 2x minus 4 is equals to 10. So another is 4 times 4 less than twice the number is 10, increase by the number, so that is equal to 2x minus 4. 2x minus 4 is equals to 10 plus x. So another is 3 is 5 more than the number, so that is 3 is equal to 5x, 5 plus x. To the product of 4 times the number is 12, so that is 4 times the number, that is 4x is equals to 12. So 1/2 the number is 6, that is 6 over 2 over 6. That is 3 times the sum of the numbers 4, that is 3 times x plus 4. So that is how we can write algebra expressions through the English through the number, through the English expression. So here we are in add even and consecutive integers. So an integer is a whole number, so consecutive means without interruption number. So to represent a consecutive integer, we need to add 1 to a number or a variable. So we represent consecutive integers by example, first number x, second number is x plus 1, third number x plus 4. Example number 1, the sum of 4 consecutive integers is 34. So find the integers. So that is the problem. So read. So by analyzing the problem, we know 2 things. The A is we have 4 consecutive numbers, and will be their sum is 34. So by analyzing the problem, we note things. We have 4 consecutive numbers and their sum is 34. So represent we can use the first now in the ends to present variables. In that case, let x be the first number. So x the first number. So x plus 1 is the second number. And x plus 2 the third number. X plus 3 is the fourth number. So equate the first number plus second number plus third number plus fourth number is equals to 34. So substitute x plus 1 plus x plus 2 x plus equals 34. So substitute x plus x, how many x? It is 4x. And that is 3. So it's 1 plus 2. It's 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. Then equate equals to 34. So for x plus 6, that is 4x plus 34. So to transfer 6 plus 34 minus 8, that is 34 minus 28 is equivalent to 7. 7 this 28 then divided by 4, that is 28 7, that is our answer. So therefore the integers are substitution value of the x to the representation above in order to get the answers. X equals 7, x plus 1 equals to 7 plus 1 plus 3. So example number 2, find the 3 consecutive events. So by analyzing the problem, 2 things. See, we have 3 consecutive infinite integers. Their sum is 48. So we can use the first inference to present the problems. In that case, x is the first number, 6 plus 2 is the number, and the third number. So, find the three consecutive even integers. Even integers. Sum is 48. So, by analyzing the problem, we know two things. So we have three consecutive integers. Even integers, and our sum is 48. So 48. So let x be the first number, and let x plus 2 the second number, and x plus 4 the third number. So relate by the second inference, we know that the sum of three numbers is 48. So therefore x plus 2 plus x plus 4 equals to 48. So x first number, x plus 2 second number, so x plus 4 is third number. So combine, so x combine terms. So x plus x, how many x? That is 3x. 2 plus 4, that is 6. Therefore 3x is also 48. So 3x equals to 48 minus 6. Then divide both sides by 3. That is 3 divided is 1. Then 3 divided 2 is 14. So therefore x equals 14. So therefore the integers are 14, 15, 14, 16, and 19. That's it. So we go to the age problems. So when dealing with the age problem, it's important to consider that the ages of the characters in the problem change at the same time and the same rate. So for example, two people after 2 years old be 2 years older than they were at first. So you can use a table to show the persons involved in the problem. So as their ages in different parts of the problem. So 2 years from now, 4 years earlier. So note, use the first letter of names of the characters in the problem. Cure but with confusion on what whether whose age is the answer. So example for Tom, use T as the variable instead of X for the values. So example. So the simple problem is Tom is 5 years older than Jerry today. Sum of their ages 2 years ago is 35. So what are their percentages? analyzing the problem, we know that Tom is 5 years older than Jerry. Then 2 years ago, the sum of their ages is 35. So, by the second approach, you can use the to relate the increase in the past column to the age of Tom in the past plus the age of Jerry in the same period is 35. So therefore, you can equate a plus 5 minus 2 plus g minus 2 is equals to 35. So equate, so g plus 5 minus 2 plus g minus 2 is 35. So 2g is 5 plus 1 equals 35. So 2g equals 35 minus 1. So 2g divided 2, that is equals to g divided 2, that is 17. So therefore Jerry's age is 17 years old. So moving to work problem. So 8:55, 56 4 minutes left. So we're going to proceed in the work problem. So the general problem is for solving for our problem is 1 over x plus y. 1 over y is equal to 1 over z. So x and y represent the number of hours. So the x and y represent the number of hours it takes for 2 people or machines. So to do the job when working alone, this represents the number of hours it takes for 2 people or machines to do the job when they are working together. So this relationship can be understood by considering that in 1 hour person X does 1 over x of the job, person Y does 1 over y of the job, and 1 over z of the job if they work together. Example, Kim can paint a whole room in 6 hours. So Kim can paint a whole room in 6 hours, and Gerald can paint the same room in 3 hours. So if they work together at the same rate as when they work alone, how long would it take them to paint the room? So by removing the problem, we know that Kim can paint the room alone in 6 hours here. that can find the same element in 3 hours. So let AI represent the amount of let X represent the amount of time Kim cleans the room. X equals 6. So let's represent the amount of time it would take Gerald and Kim to paint the house and the room equal together. Equate 1 6 plus 1 3 plus 1 G. Time is 9 hapit na. So example let A sometimes it take to Gerald and Kim to paint the room. So we can get the time independently painting the room together by adding the amount of work they did in 1 hour. Therefore, we can finish. So in the work we're going to take 1 plus 6. So 1 plus 3 plus 2 1 plus G. 6.